Right, welcome to episode number 13 of Penaware Goal podcast. My name is Shane.
My name's Dean, and today we're joined by
Jordan Burnett.
Thanks for coming on, Jordan.
Thanks for having us, lads.
How have you been, bro? Have you been good?
All good. Training hard. Walking me shit off. Fighting on the UCC now. Same card as Dean now in a couple of weeks.
Lads,
looking forward to
2.5
4 weeks, lads.
I know Dino's shit and breaks. Have you any tips for him?
I had a few spars off Dean a couple of weeks ago. I felt like he took a train.
I know he's not shitting like technically, because he knows
if you're not fair to get in there, like, you're not doing it right. Like, you have to have some sort of fair getting in there, you know what I mean?
So we're going to start off with growing up first, about growing up. So just tell us where you're from and a little bit about yourself first before we go into that.
Yeah, I'm originally from Finglas, but I grew up in Devaney Gardens flats when I was younger. Moved out there when I was about 10, back to Finglas, and it was kind of then when I moved back to Finglas when things just started going like, different for me. I was growing up, was coming into that life where I was meeting all new people, new friends, new school, and I didn't take it very well, and like me mental health and started suffering bad with depression from a young age, 14 years of age, in and out with doctors. Like, I was very sick as a kid, like just I always had a lot of problems going on, and you know, something that happened to me when I was in 4th class in school like years ago, which really kicked off my mental health issues, was it's a bit funny as well. The lads thought I was a foreign lad. I was going through Finglas on a pair of rollerblades, and they actually kidnapped me and put me in a boot with fighting chickens. It is funny, but yeah.
Moved to Ballymun. I know you only moved up to Finglas, I know that.
Because I was always a tan little lad growing up, and like, I was just going to visit me nanny. I didn't know anyone at Finglas. As I said, I moved from Devaney to Finglas, and the lads, do you know what they like down here in Finglas? All the lads, they were bleeding mad growing up. But you know what? Some of the lads that had actually done it are pals with now. You know, we never look back and say that I'm glad that happened. Like, I actually am glad that everything happened to me the way it did, because the things that happen to you in your past it makes you who you are.
Yeah, 100%.
So, like, I've had a lot going on, like, my whole life, you know, like, addiction runs through my family, like, me family both side, Burnett's and Travers' addiction runs through. I wouldn't get too much detail, I wouldn't mention names, and I wouldn't want to put anyone's jobs on the line, but just for me growing up around that, was hard for me growing up and trying to go down a different route, especially with 5 little brothers, a sick little brother growing up. You know, one of my brothers was very sick growing up. He had bad breathing problems, and you know, over the years and years it got worse and worse, and it kind of affected me in my life as an older brother, and as stepping in as a father figure for my brothers. As my dad had no father growing up, his dad legged off when he was a kid. He went to get ice cream, never came back, and that was a true story. Yeah. People saying their dad goes to get ice cream, that actually did happen to my dad. His dad went out, never came back. And you know, we always understood how my dad couldn't be the dad he wanted to be for me, because he hadn't got that. But you know, as a big brother, you're a big brother. You take, like, my little brothers look at me like a dad, and the same, like, when my other little brother started getting very sick, I was always the one that the brothers called to look for. I was always the one that had to be there. So, like, when I went to get jobs, if I was working a job, I used to have to leave work to go home to my little brother, because it was always on my mind. If he was sick the night before, if he took an asthma attack, I was thinking of that in work. So it always affected my career. Like, I've lost so many years over, like, depression, over me mental health issues. From 20 years of age, I was an alcoholic, I was a drug addict, strung out on cocaine. I went on my head. I didn't know my own name for weeks and weeks, sitting in a shed, fucking got bad psychosis, everything, fucking trying to break walls down, thinking that was cocaine, hitting them, fucking trying to do anything for a fix. Then I couldn't get cocaine, then I went to drink, and it just got very bad. And like, I'm so grateful I had family in Cork that took me up there for a couple of weeks to get my head straight. Because listen, after them couple of weeks, it took me 5 years to build myself back to where I am now, and like, 5 years is a long time to waste in life. And after them 5 years, when I thought I'm at getting myself back, I thought nothing could get bad for me again. My little brother died then on the 22nd of March, and I said, this is a make or break situation for me. I said, this doesn't build me back up. I says, and I fall. I says, what man am I? I says, I'm after being through everything that I thought was the worst. I said, this is the worst thing that could happen to anyone. Having that little brother die in their arms, gasping for air. Like, I had to give him CPR, saved him in December. Second time I wasn't so lucky. You know, your instincts kick in. I never done CPR before, but like, I've seen it being done. Yeah. Like, I've done it. The first time the ambulance man shook my hand, he says, whatever I had to do, and fucking worked. You had to save your brother's life. And you know what, we just, after that day, I was like, I'm not going to be there one day to save his life again. And you know what, I wanted to move out of my ma's house, have a life with my kid, my girlfriend, and I just couldn't move, because I was just like, I need to be there. And do you know what, I needed to be there because I was the one that needed to be there when he died, because I as a big brother couldn't imagine any of my other brothers having to deal with what we had to deal with or what we had to see. And I never got to grieve, never got to cry, because I'm like, what do we do here? Do we sit around crying, lying in bed every day, saying thinking what could have went right, what could have went wrong? We just get up and get on with me shit and just fucking walk and use it as my fire in my belly and just walk towards something. And just since I got that attitude, I've been mentally strong. I've been stronger than I've ever been. I've helped my mum and dad get sober. They're 7 months sober. I've helped my family come back together. I've helped everything, but the only thing I haven't helped is myself. And the last couple of months, I've texted Perry Williams in December when he had his first UCC show, and I was like, get me on that, right? And he kept, I wasn't getting any texts back, and I just stared on Ben's back. And I went through my Instagram, and then I looked in September, I texted Misfit, see you soon, and I'm like, why the fuck would I text that? And I was like, I just had it in my mind, obviously, that I was going to be going down this route, when I'm going to start getting into boxing. And you know what? I've always went back and forth with boxing, and I've never stuck it out, but I've always enjoyed it and always loved it, because that's where I find my peace.
Did you like it as a kid, like growing up?
But you know what? I used to go into the club, because I used to be down, I used to run back out the door. I never had the confidence that I have now when I'm in there. Like, I was a very quiet kid. I was always by myself, kept to myself. Didn't bother with anyone. Do you know what? It wasn't like I always thought I was better than anyone. I grew up quicker than I had to grow up. And
So you had the father figure from a very young age.
Very young age, changing nappies, cooking dinners, going to do shopping at a very young age, and now I sit at home and there are things I don't want to do anymore, but I do it. When the young one comes up to me, so I change her nappy, she doesn't let her man change her nappy. She wants me doing it, all the time, and this is just something I've always done, I've always talked about. But yourself, now I'm like, there's doors open for me now that I didn't even imagine a while ago. And you know what, like Ben and Paul Healan had to get me into the UCC. I had one fight on Mikey Rizzo. And Mikey Rizzo, everyone would know Mikey Rizzo's fight. Mikey Rizzo was in sports a long time, and Mikey couldn't get a fight. Mikey was a friend of mine, and I says, you know what, I'll take the fight. I'm like, this can open doors for me getting in with Mikey. And everyone's like, look at this mad cunt getting on to fight him. He's going to be knocked out and all. I'm like, you know, fucking fighting on the streets since I'm a bleed kid, you know what I mean? Fucking fighting travels, bare knuckle, doing everything, you know what I mean? I had to fight for a bleed liver, I had to fight to put dinner on my table, you know what I mean? Like, growing up without fingers, it wasn't easy, and it still isn't easy. I feel sorry for some of the kids growing up around nowadays. They want for everything, and some families can't give what they want to give. And I was happy with, I just tried to find peace now with myself. At 27 years of age, I've missed so many years in my life. I just want to try to find peace and be happy and move on and just try to be successful, because I've started a building company. It went well for a while, and you know what, it wasn't for me. Like, I done that for my dad to help him, and you know what, don't get me wrong, we were earning money, I was making money, so I was happy with the money, but I wasn't happy with doing the job. Especially because it was all on my back. I had to deal with all the accountants, paperwork, everything was all on my back, and I was like, this isn't what I want, I'm not happy doing this. So then I went down the PT route. I'm in college now, I'm still with Lee, and do you know what, I'm like, as you said to me there a couple of weeks ago, you just had to stay at it, you had to be consistent. Do you want to think about giving up many times? I've done training with Collie Mack. Collie Mack was on a podcast here just a couple of weeks ago. Collie's a top man, as I said, he helped me mentally there back in September when I went on holidays, me and my girlfriend. He was just pushing me to my limits, and every day just the positivity that came out of that fella. I was like, I need to just keep that in my life now. I just haven't got time for any bad energy, bad negativity. I'm at the point of going down a little bit of a spiritual route as well, me and the girlfriend and Jen. We've gone in and we do the Cambo in town, Column. His name is Cambo Column, and we go in, and sometimes I do the DMT and all, but I've done the DMT, and to be honest, I got a bit of a bad experience out of it. It brought me back, and I was in heaven with my little brother, and I just, I couldn't wrap my head around it for weeks, and I was kind of freaked out and all. Then after, I just don't think I was in the right frame of mind the day I done it and all, but I just had to be trying all these new things, to try out my mind, to move on, and just try to see what I am happy with in life and what I am.
Just going back, so what year was it that your brother died? What age were you?
That was 2 years. When my brother died 22nd of March, it was 2 years just there gone, March there, I was 25.
And just to let people understand more, he had
an asthma attack, He had bad bleeding for since he was born. He suffered with his asthma. Like, we all of us in my house have asthma. When my little brother was bad, like he had a chronic fucking this illness or something and the hospital had him on too much medication then, they were giving him this amount of inhalers, this amount of steroids, just fucking pumping everything into him. The ambulance used to come, he used to go into Crumlin Hospital or Temple Street, wherever they brought him. He'd be back sent out in an hour, they'd say he's grand. I said to my dad, don't leave that fucking place. So I said, start fucking causing chaos in there. Tell me you want oxygen tanks, tell me you want everything. I said, we had messages, we had to screenshot all this thing, screenshot emails I was sending to hospitals trying to get him seen that they wouldn't see him because he was under 16. I was like, he would have got to see 16 years of age if you had got the help he needed. And I'm like, they scream out for help and you're sitting there laughing at you. I'm like, what the fuck are you supposed to get? Like, who are you supposed to turn to? I'm like, I don't go to hospitals, I don't believe them now because I see my little brother getting abused by them, you know, getting thrown out the door. I'm like, a while back there, like, I went to the hospital, pains in my stomach. I had bowel problems when I was a kid, got half my bowel removed, most of my bowel to be honest, and they wanted to give me a colostomy bag or something like that. And I said, I'm not getting one of them. I fucking start crying and all. I'm like, how the fuck will I ever go swimming and how would I box or do one like that? And then I was like, one of my cousins has one, she was showing me, it was not that bad, but to be honest, I'm like, I mean, when you're in this age, I'm like, you don't want to have that, you think the worst of everything. And I'm like, I just start going dealing with it, I eat healthy, I take supplements, I take everything to try and make head of myself, and I've never felt better. I'm probably in my prime now at the minute day, to be honest. I'm 27. I'm headstrong, I'm all around strong person, you know what I mean? Like, there's no breaking me or no putting me down now anymore as much as I was then.
That's great to hear. That was an inspiration as well.
100%, thank you, Rob. Yeah, you know yourself, sometimes you don't get to talk, but sometimes you actually forget how far you've come, because like, there's not many people who sit around and share me stories that they, because I know you sit around these people and they're not going to take from a story. Or I use doing podcasts and you have people tell a story. Do you have people that actually go on and listen to podcasts because they like hearing people's stories? There's people that sit around and you're wasting your time, you're wasting your energy talking to these people. Because some people aren't going to help you, they're not going to benefit you from telling the story. Some people sit around and cry over spilt milk and they don't know what this person sitting beside them is going through. Or you know what I mean? I've seen it over and over again. I've seen what people going around, and I've told people to put them aside, said they're sitting around crying over this when this could be the reality of their story. And I said, like, I don't ever turn around and say, oh look, this is my story. Like, I'm telling you this, like, trying to be big headed. Everyone has a story. Like, that's everyone has a story. I just said, use your story and use it as your fire. You can either lie in bed. I get up. My brother died at 5 in the morning. I start getting up and going running at 5 in the morning because I start waking up at the same time he died with PTSD. I wake up, go running at 5 o'clock in the morning. End of my 5k run, I just come back and scream, let a big roar out, and I just gave myself bang in the chest, and I just, oh God, now that's me had to get through that hour without having to even think about me brother. I go out and I'm like, right, I'm after switching off there. I'm like, right, forget about me there, brother. This is the time we died at. Because I used to get up at that time and I'd be walking around the house and all my head, or not able to sleep, overthinking, and flashbacks of the same thing happened. I'm like, I don't want to remember that. That's how it's so hard for me to talk about me there, brother, to my family and all. Because the last memory I have is my brother on the ground and you know what I mean? There, like, blood coming out of his mouth after me giving him CPR. And I used to think, did I kill him? Did I do this? I'm like, now I'm like, he took a heart attack. He was 15. What's 15-year-old takes a heart attack? He took a heart attack over all the drugs the hospital had him on, over all the shit they were putting into his body. Like, and my little brother, we could see it in his eyes. He knew he was going to die not long before he died, and so did I. And you know, see, as a man going around living with that, knowing that you are useless, you couldn't help anyone. Like, it gets you, and I'm like, you know what? Like, you can't do everything in this world for to help everyone. Like, at the end of the day, I'm doing everything I can to do to help myself now, and that's all I can do. Yeah, you know what I mean? If I have a kid now, if I'm not there for her, who's she gonna have? Like, I have to, well, if I don't love myself, then how can I love anyone? How can I love anyone? Like, you know what I mean?
Look after yourself, 100%. You can't look after everyone, like.
That's me. I used to think I'd take the world on. We have a big family. Like, there's 30 nieces, nephews, like aunties, uncles, 8. That's only on my ma's side. And then my dad's side, I don't even know a lot of the Burnett's, but like, I have a big family, loads of cousins, extended family, big. Like, and you know what? I don't want anyone for that. I always do everything myself, kept myself, always taking on my own shit by myself. I don't put on anyone else. I just always clean up my own messes, everything, you know.
100%.
Do what you have to do. And you were saying that you struggled with addiction. What age was that at?
That was 20 years of age. Then, to be honest, I started, you know, you're growing up, you're in your teenage, you start going out partying with your friends and all. Because I had that in front of me my whole life, it was harder for me to turn away from it than just think of it as a party stage going out a weekend. It kind of became a lot more normality for me. I left school at 16. I was in drug counselling from when I was 16 years of age till I was 20. When I was 20, I was just now turning back. I just got too let in, I got too deep in it. I was sniffing bleeding coke for 5 days straight, sitting in my gaff, head gone, like that, not a bone on me, not a bit of meat on me then. I was like a skeleton going around. I didn't know my own name. I wasn't washing myself, nothing. It was fucking, I look back at myself, I remember the day I went up the country when I went onto the train, And I remember my mum and dad and all looking at me, and every time they looked at me, they had to turn their head because they were crying, because I was like fucking like a different person. I wasn't even myself. And I look back now, I can't even remember any of this happening to me. I'm like, all I can remember is that's how many years I lost over that. I lost 20 years of age. I'm 27 now. My brother died 2 years ago. So that's 7 years. I can't remember what I had to do in them 7 years to get where I am now today. I'm just happy that I am where I am now and that I'm not where I was.
You should be proud.
How did you come to grow up and going down? Or was it?
Do you know what it was? I went up to family up there because you know what? I'm like, how can I stay around fingers and get off drugs when you? It's fucking. So you ring, you get it fucking quicker than a bag of sweets, a bag of chips from a chipper. You know what I mean? You just pick up the phone. Like that's how hard it is. I said, how can you get away from that when you're still living around? So I had to go up to family up in Cork. I stayed up there, and then I went from there up to my nanny's mobile in Wexford. But the thing was, I was out fingers. I hadn't got anything around me. I was around different people with different mindsets, different things going on in life, different lifestyle. And you know what? I went up there, and I was actually it just opened my eyes. It was a step back from everything what I was going through, and it was just something different. But I had to just adapt to it, you know, up there, wake up in the morning, going walking up the countryside, going out with me uncle.
Fresh start.
Yeah, do you know what? I'll always look back and say, I'm the one who made that decision for me to go up there as well. As I said, I always made my own decisions. I just says, I need to get out of here. I don't give a fuck how much money I owe out. If I don't get out of here, I'm not going to be able to fix any of my problems. They're just going to get worse and worse and worse. Yeah. So I went off and done it. I fucking owed a lot of money out for a lot of coke and stuff. I done it. I paid bills. I don't see that like people can go out and do this. I use the addiction as an excuse for not doing that. Like bills have to be paid. Everything has to be paid. But at the end of the day, I'm like, you're on drugs and you're going. You don't care about that. You're just doing whatever you have to do. Like, but like you can't be around it because if you're around it, you're like right. You know it's still there. So you have to like separate yourself from these things.
What advice would you give to somebody trying to get off drugs?
Just gonna say that you have to make the first decision yourself.
Yeah,
like.
listen. If you want something in life, you have to do it yourself. No one's gonna do anything for you.
Doesn't matter how much
yourself. Like you can have someone sitting there and telling you right and wrong, and it's you who has to do the right or wrong. You know what I mean? You can't just say, oh, I want to get off drugs and hope someone to do it all for you. You have to be the one to grow up and make the change. You have to put the work in. You have to do it all. No one's gonna do any of that stuff for you. And you know what? It'll make you a stronger person down the line. You look back and say, yeah, I did do that for myself. I got myself off that. I got myself where I am now. I didn't need any pats in the back for what I've done. I've done it for me, not for anyone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that tends to be a problem. Someone's not getting pat on the back. It's like you say, even in boxing.
Do you know what? Then I pat myself on the back, and do you know what?
You have to do it yourself.
Good. But you know what? Like if you don't appreciate how far you've come yourself and don't appreciate everything you've been through to get where you are, like who else is gonna, like if you don't appreciate all the bad and good you've been through, how is anyone else gonna sit and say, oh yeah, like I relate to that, I like that story, like when they're like, he doesn't give bollocks about what he's had to do, so why would anyone else, you know what I mean? You have to kind of let people know like a story is like a part, like that can, like your story can help other people start their story, you know what I mean? And I can, like, because I know that, because to be honest, I go to a drug program now. It's called St. Calpe over on the Ballybottom Road there beside Carrick, and I go over there and I've sat in the class there the other day, and there's lads and girls that I grew up with that are on drugs, and you know I'm sitting there talking to them. You know what? They were all sitting there and they were all delighted to hear my stories when I was talking. I know that from when I talk, people relate and they feel like then they can talk because they feel like then they know, oh, he got what I'm going through. He went through what I went through, so now we can talk about what
he's not going to
do you know what I mean? And look, I've got a lot of people to talk in class down there, and you know what, I actually said to my girlfriend, I said, I felt like I was a counsellor down there, like when I was talking, and you know what, that was something that I always felt like I was good at doing, was talking to people and helping people. But to be honest, that's why I think a lot of people do, and a lot of people reached out to me when my brother passed away and all, because my mum and dad couldn't talk about it because they had things going on with court or whatever. They couldn't have a hand because the van got in the way, and like stories were said different and how what they were supposed to be, and then cases got rounded up, you know. So then like I started spreading the story, and like I was in the newspapers, I was on another podcast, Everywhere We Go podcast with Rebecca, and you know, it just kicked off. She said that podcast was booming, and it was like the numbers coming in, and then I was getting reached out with loads of other places to do podcasts, and you know what, I never even watched that podcast and I listened to it because I've heard loads of people telling me what I was saying in it, and people were crying listening to it, and I was just like, I said what I had to say, I got off my chest then, but I feel like I can talk a bit better about it now because it was 2 years ago, and I'm like, I kind of just had to getting to the point where I'm after like just saying, right, that happened now, like I just have to just get on with the kind of thing.
So do you think boxing could have been put towards the focus to keep your mind on
100%. To be honest, it's the best move I'm ever had to make in my whole life. Nothing to do with money. Nothing, it's just no, this is all to do with me, my head, my mental health. Like I get up in the morning, my coach I have now at the minute, well, as I said, I said to my girlfriend, I says mentally, he's had to mentally building me up a stronger person and physically, because like he's when I'm at the being training with my coach, he'll text me telling me how good I've done, and then he'll like send me a little like message and all. And I got home and said to my girlfriend, like my coach is actually younger than we did, you know. And you know what? He's the first coach I've had that has actually put time into me, because all the other coaches treating me like a schoolboy. When I'm 27, I'm past that stage. This is a now and never thing for me. I haven't got many years to mess about doing this. Far away. I haven't got many years now. This is a now and never thing. I have to put all my work into this now, and like to be honest, the doors are opening quicker than I've thought, and you know, it's, like it is a bit hard to take in as well. You know, realising that like after this fight, I could be on to America, I could be on to Anton. Like you know, look at Keith, like a good friend of mine. A friend of yours, like he opened doors as well, and he's had to help me get to the stage where I got this fight, and now I'm trying to open my own doors myself, create my own path, you know. But
sky's the limit.
That's it. I actually put a thing on TikTok earlier. Have a look there on my TikTok. I'll get it now.
If you push the door long enough, it has to open.
100%. You said that to me the other day. What did I put on my
Dino
TikTok?
Good inspiration called, don't you?
I know, yeah, I love a quote myself. What did I put? Yeah, I put up on the TikTok there. I said, working hard every day. Remember, it's never too late to chase your dreams. The sky is the fucking limit. I only put that on TikTok 44 minutes ago before I came in here. That's mad, isn't it?
The universe, lads.
Polly Max man for that. The universe, the manifestation.
100%.
So we're going into UCC, the first one.
The first one.
So your first one, that was UCC 2.
That was number 2, yeah.
Was it nerve-wracking, bro?
The first UCC was actually the day of my birthday, and I was texting Ben, I was like, we want to get on them shows, I was on it. But you know what? I started making TikToks in September or November, and I was like, I just started making these, and my girlfriend says to me, you're making TikToks. I says, yeah, like, so I have to do this, I want to be doing being a personal trainer down the line. To start somewhere, this is my story now. People go to my TikTok, look at me now and look at me then. I'm like a completely different person, and a completely different fighter. But and it's mad when you look back just to see how far you've come. Like sometimes it blows your mind, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Was it nervous getting in like the ring in front of everyone?
It was. Do you know what? It was really up until that day. It was grand, and then it was just when I was in my apartment getting ready to head up. Then I was nervous because I had no coach, no corner man. I had nothing. No for that fight. But literally, do you know what? Nobody will give me the time, so I said, you know what? Nobody. Nobody gave me the time before me fight, so I wasn't giving anyone the time to be in my corner to take credit for me. So this coach that we have now is after being with me since straight after the day, actually before Mikey Rizzo's fight, I done a session with him, and I haven't stopped training him 4 days a week, 2 sessions a day since then. Every single week, 4 days a week, I'm doing 2 sessions every day, and in the days I'm not training with him, he's giving me rest days, and then he's sending me a workout. He's going to be a world class coach. He trains out Unit 3 Healthy Fitness. Arius is his name. He's unbelievable. He's only 24. He's actually over in Leeds now with Gary Cully. Gary Cully has a fight the weekend, you know what I mean? So
there's a few fighters in that card the weekend.
It's actually good though.
Paddy Donovan's fighting on that.
It's good having a coach in my corner who's actually around so many pros, and because he's always giving me a bit of a big head now, you know what I mean? No, even looking back at my videos though, from when I did my 4 session to now, I'm like, and even like with the UCC, I'm like, I had a fight out with Mikey Rizzo, but it was a tough fight. But I look at watching myself, I'm like, I didn't have any training before.
Mikey's a unit as well.
He's fighting yours, isn't he?
Mikey's around with donkeys, boys. Like, Mikey's a fucking shit house, you know what I mean?
Weren't they a fight?
Yeah, do you know, no one else will take the fight. You've probably seen Mikey and all the Celtic Warriors. I was up there with the boys, doing a bit up there for a while. Then I was like, you know what, because it's all Johnny Walker, Tom O'Cartney, all the big names up there, like, right, where do I fit in up here? Like, I don't fit in, like, you have to take a step back and say, right, you have to start and then build yourself to get to that point, you know what I mean?
100%.
Some people jump too quick. You have to sit back and enjoy the journey, embrace the pain, embrace the fucking, the whole lot of it, just enjoy it.
The wins and the losses, isn't it?
Yeah, the wins and the losses, that's the
losses.
The losses is nothing to me. I've had losses my whole life, you know, been up and down, I've win, I've lost.
You win,
I'm like, I just know because there's going to be doors opening after wins or losses, because I won't stop knocking, you know what I mean?
100%.
Right, then going after that fight, Ozzy went to the judges.
That went to judges and unanimous decision, which it wasn't. And I'd say I watched back in that fight over and over again. Mikey probably watched, he probably didn't. I took 2 rounds, he took the last round. That's the truth. You watch the fight, I actually bumped into one of the judges and he says that he thinks I've done it as well. But do you know what? It could have been down to a following thing on Instagram or something. But now look at my Instagram, it's booming. I have serious attention on my Instagram. I'm getting offered to go fight bare knuckle. I'm getting offered, like, there's serious doors to open for me, lads, from that fight against Mikey Rizzo.
What grew with Instagram?
No, sure, look, I'm in there with Keith. I'm up there training around lads, top world class lads in Unit 3. Like I'm around people with big social media following. I have people going back and forth, people who are nearly on a fight or two away from Misfits. I tried to arrange fights over here in September and all. It's madness, you know what I mean? But I don't want to rush it either. I want to enjoy it, but then again, I'm like, I'm 27, I haven't got time to sit back and relax.
What was the thoughts after the fight? Was it just running
thoughts after the fight? Actually, you know what? After the fight, I just got out there and went home. I actually sat down and watched the fight. Because you know what? I had cameramen in there with me. I had people follow me with cameras. I had people there video me, and all the lads are texting the chat for weeks and weeks looking for the fight. And I think I'm the only one who had my fight on camera before anyone else had theirs. We had my fight straight after I get out of that ring. So I had people up on the balcony video me. I had people down low video me. I had videos from everywhere. You can hear me. You watch over the videos. You just hear everyone calling my name. George, go on, George. You don't hear now calling Mikey's name. No, you can just hear it. Because I watched the fight 3 times. I watched it once. I watched me and Mikey fight. The second time I watched it, I watched the commentators to see their reactions. And the third time I watched it, I just listened to the crowd, you know what I mean? So, and I heard it, and like I sold a few tickets for that, to be honest. Look, I can't be a good ticket seller for fight, so that's a big part of when you're fighting. You need to do your part, you need to sell your ticket. You see Keith in there, hello lad, you need to do that bit. 20 tickets should be at least what someone should sell, especially like events like this, creator events. All lads are big on social media.
That's what
they should be able to knock tickets out handy. You know, like I'm going in to collect 30 tickets now. I'm actually going into Keith to get a tattoo tomorrow, and he has 30 tickets there belong to me, which I have gone straight away. And that's without selling any online tickets, you know what I mean?
Exactly,
so, like, every fighter should do that part and have tickets all year.
That's 100%. Like, most of it is your family, isn't it?
Will you buy one ticket from me?
100%. Most of it is your family. You'll probably turn the tickets on.
Yeah, did you get touch on for the shorts here?
I did actually. I ordered now. You come in time or don't?
I don't even talk about coming in time. I ordered a pair of, I sent me gear back in the post there, right, 3 weeks ago to get all my new logos and all put in, and the fucking gear went missing, didn't it? And I went out to the post office, so I had to fill out a form for the GPO and that, and they says, John, I don't think you're going to get this, it's 3 weeks. So I thought because the fight got pushed back an extra 6 weeks, I said, right, I'll just let it just go normal post, I won't pay for the express or anything. So they said it went missing, so I went down and got a bit of new gear there, mate, but I was only looking at the new gear this morning. It was like nice pink, you know, nice flashy pink snake skin. Actually looks the part. The pink, no, this is the new gear. I had to go get a new gear made in there. I got made in Fight Stock and Dog, and they actually done me a dig out with the girls in there.
I ordered shorts now. Well, come or not, I don't know. To be honest,
the lads have a decent pair of Brown shorts there. Brown management, he actually does the tracksuit. Did you get any of the gear yet?
No, he said he sent it out to people.
Fitting are the shit now, boy. Extra large, top large bottoms, but yeah, they're still a bit rough, you know. But it's actually nice gear. The t-shirts and all, I go bring the tops out sparring, and the shorts actually very nice. That nice black ones, nice fit. It's just you know yourself, like for me fighting this lad from America and all, and I could be up there again at the end of the night nearly headlining, you know what I mean?
So let's talk about that actually. Who are you fighting? So
we're fighting Cole Sterling from Tampa, Florida.
And has he fought before?
He's fought. He thinks Cole's 3 fights in, 2 wins, 1 loss. Cole is actually 33rd ranked in the world on the IBC Cruiserweight division with Jake Paul, KSI, a lot of big names in that division, but he's taking a step down to light heavyweight with me, so we're going for the 80 kilo clash. But to be honest, like it's a good way, and to be honest, like I feel like I'm a lot more dangerous in this fight than I was with Mikey. And Cole thinks it's going to be a walkover for him, but like he has a different think he's coming to my backyard and fucking stomp on my feet, you know what I mean? And Shane, you know what I mean? Expect the fireworks. Now I'm not fucking paying for this fella to come over for him to bait me, you know what I mean? That's different. He thinks I'm paying 2 flights for him to come over to bleed slap me, you know what I mean? He can think different than that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you're looking forward to him anyway?
Probably. I can't wait. You know what? It's just the feeling of getting in there, and actually for only getting in there the first time against Mikey Rizzo, and then for me going in there now the second time, I actually can't wait to go in there this time, but actually, because I know I'll enjoy it more, because I've done it I done that fight with Mikey and the crowd didn't get to me. I was standing up there waiting on my ring walk song to come out and I actually had to walk before me part.
What was your song?
My song was there, Little Wayne Rolling the Deep in Del Mix. It was actually fairly good though. If you watch me fight back on YouTube, you just type in Jordan Burnett versus Mikey Rizzo. You'll see it start where Mikey walks down and I walk down, then our rounds in the ring. But it was actually a fairly good fight to be honest.
We'll attach the link.
Good fight.
I'm gonna watch it.
We'll attach the link to the YouTube.
I actually watched it like 6 times again in the house the other night and I was just watching. Do you know, to be honest, I was glad to get in there with someone like Mikey who pressured me as much and who just kept going as much as he did because he was making me think a lot in there and do you know what, I held me ground, I stuck to me plan with the corner man game. Do you know what, went well, I didn't get the win but my eyes I won anyways for stepping in there with Mikey Rizzo, you know what I mean? But that's lads at the club and the boxing club and all that got offered to fight him and no one would take the fight out of Mikey saying, no, this fella's an animal. You know what I mean? But listen, I'm an animal myself, you know what I mean? I fucking had to be dragged to the door. I've had to crawl out of trenches to get back where I am now. I'm at war with myself my whole life, you know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, That's what I do always say, and anyway, anyone that gets in the ring doesn't matter.
100%, I respect anyone getting in there. To be honest, it's not easy getting in there. Yeah, 100%.
Like I do see critics say about someone getting battered in the ring and looking saying, would you get in the door?
Yeah.
Would you actually get
100%.
in there?
If people can sit and chat that shit, but are they going to get in there and do that? Are they going to have the balls to get in there?
It's not easy.
And especially on a platform as big as UCC is getting now, and especially like it's going to be pay-per-view streamed in America and all that, because I'm fighting cold, so just pay-per-view going to be watching America and all, and so this is only the start for me. I said this isn't going to be the last, but I'm going to be one to watch down the line. As I said on my Instagram, soon to be number 1, and that's not going to be not happening.
Great mentality though, isn't it? To have,
yeah,
you have to have that.
If you're sitting back thinking, I'm not going to get here, I'm not going to get there, I'm not. Like you're saying, push yourself. You have to push yourself to your limits every single day. I actually read in the UCC chat a couple of weeks ago, because I just read a big thing into all the fighters. It says I said just a little reminder that there's light at the end of the tunnel for everyone. It says I've lost my little brother 2 years ago and I said I've never got time to grieve. I haven't cried, I haven't nothing said. I have to go pick his clothes out for him in his coffin. I had to do all that. I said, you know what, I get out and I'm fighting now just for my mental health. I get out and fight because I know I push myself every single day to my last breath, and now when I got home and hit the pillow that night, that I'm after walking my shit off to make myself feel good, you know what I mean? And to my last breath in there. So you see my little brother fight for years of his sickness till his last breath, and like, that's what I'm going to do, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm fighting till I can't breathe no more.
100%.
That's a great mentality as well, So going forward then, so the bigger picture down the line, the goals are where? Misfits?
Well, do you know what? Yeah, that's the biggest leading platform now for them. That's where they're all chasing, you know what I mean? But just how quick it happens, or like how big your name goes to get in there, because obviously there's a lot of big names on the Misfits, and they're not going to want nobody's in there, but at the end of the day, they're going to want someone in there who can fight. You know what I mean? They don't want just big names, they want big fighters also. And like, they're not going to get that from all influencers. Like, there's people like me that come up that isn't a big influencer, but it's starting off somewhere, like, and will be big and will be a big fighter. You know what I mean?
Exactly,
Like, I've trained, like, I've done MMA, I've done Muay Thai, I've done it all, and you know what, nothing compares to the boxing. Like, just the discipline I get from it. It's next to none, you know what I mean? It's just like, I waking up in the morning again, I'm like a kid making me bed, like have everything done bright and early, you know, but to be honest, I am at the being pushing other things off, because I'm at the being prioritising the boxing more than anything. Same with me studying for college and all, I haven't got into any of that yet, because I'm prioritising this, but I'm like, at the end of the day, I have people still coming to look to do one-on-ones and all with me now, and do one-on-one boxing. There's good money in that as well, 50 quid an hour or something. You get for doing an hour boxing session with someone, you know what I mean?
I'm like, so balance, isn't it?
Yeah, 100%. So I'm like, either way, I was like, if I don't want to go down the PT line, I can still go back and do something with this boxing down the line, because people that text me and want to train. People actually text me saying that they love watching me. They're actually waiting for me to post on Facebook or Instagram. They're waiting to see me next story and all. And then I had people text me on Facebook asking, can they come and train with me, that they're suffering with their mental health and all.
That's great.
I said, I'd give anyone the time of day. I said, just make sure you text me. I'm not going to text you, because I want to know that you want to do this. So you have to text me for me to do this with you. I'm not going to come and pull you out of bed You know what I mean? One of
You have
them,
to want to do it.
you have to want to deal with yourself. As I said earlier on, if you want something, you have to deal with yourself. You have to make the change yourself. No one's going to do it for you. Just if you let someone know that you're going to be there, then you're going to have someone there with you. And you know what? Another good man about all this, you see him a lot on Instagram, is Chris. You know, you know, I watch Chris all the time. You know, I've actually messaged out to Chris a few times, and I'd actually love to want to run with Chris. I would. Text him a few times, but I don't get the opening up. I hope you see this, Chris.
Chris 5k. Get it done.
Nah, he's a top man, isn't he? See, I kind of relate to Chris a little bit as well. From my stories of being on drinking, drugs and stuff like that, and like Chris has a story as well like that. But you know, he's walking a story, and you can see what he's getting out of it. It's great. Like, that's why I hope you can do something like that myself down the line. You know what I mean?
Sure, definitely.
Just go show the people that are reaching out to you. You can relate to a lot of people out there.
100%. That's what it says. Everyone has a story. Everyone.
Even if it relates to one person, it makes a big difference. It's always enough.
Can we get them questions up?
Yeah, I'm going to ask you 2 questions. Quick 4 questions.
Ask away.
Before we close up. Right. Do you have any embarrassing secret talent or any talent that you think?
Secret talent? Actually, you'll be able to play the harmonica. The blues. I actually have the harmonica out of my car there, but I picked up with the car the other day. I'll do it another day,
I want to see her on your story tonight.
I tried to play it in the car the other day. It was years ago, actually, because I used to live with my granddad, and my granddad was man into all the jazz and the blues and all. My granddad could pick any instrument up and play it, and I used to be fascinated. Like, he put his hand on the paper, he draw that picture there. Like he used to draw Liverpool crests and all that. Mad stuff, and I used to be good at art, but now my imagination is gone.
Right. Do you believe in aliens and why? If you do.
I do believe in a lot,
yeah. So
I just don't think there's only just a lot
the
more
universe is so big. Like,
definitely.
The universe is
there's a lot more to life than only us,
100%.
If you became God for a day, what would you change in the world?
Just people's mindsets. Of everyone just thinking better than bad, you know what I mean?
More positive, more positivity. What's the worst possible name you give a kid?
Elmo. What did I see that? Elmo. And Love Hate, was he Love Hate, was he?
Elmo. If you could stay one age forever, what would it be and why?
Definitely my age I am now. It's just
in the prime.
In the prime.
If you could give advice to your younger self, what would it be and why?
Just don't be too hard on yourself, and you know there is light at the end of the tunnel, as I said earlier. Just always have that bit of positivity and just pull yourself out of bed in the morning. Don't be lying around because nothing's gonna come easy. No, that's not what happened. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's great.
Work every day. What?
Work hard.
Every day.
100%.
Tick the boxes. What was your funniest childhood memory?
I have a lot of funny memories. I grew up in a house with 5 little brothers. Yeah, to be honest, I look back at that now and it's funny because I remember the chickens pecking me and all. I have the skates and I have the pin to the boot. Do you know, it's pitch black. Do you know what? I actually had a little dog after. I actually brought him up to the traveller's yard, and this little dog actually got in with chickens and was ripping up houses. That's my little bit of payback there. We little Jack Russell.
Have you ever tried talking to your dog?
I talk to my dogs all the time with the humans.
I always used to talk to my dog.
I actually have a French bulldog over there.
I always used to talk to my dog.
She's a grumpy little cunt.
Just like at the tail.
Yeah, I got a big 13 dogs lads I do. You know, 13 of the bleeding things. Yeah, but you know what? I just have them scattered everywhere now. Yeah, I got them. Do you know, I have a little French and a buddy over in my house, and the little French I have, she's my longest dog I have now, and I just wouldn't get rid of her. But you know, a lot of people got jumped on the bandwagon when they were breeding dogs. I'm not in it for the money. I'm not arsed. I was just actually giving the dogs out to people who actually probably needed a dog, because you know what, a dog is a man's best friend, as they say. And you know what, going out an hour's walk with your dog, like how much that can benefit for you when you go back to the house and you're just sitting around now, you have to get it out, you know.
Losing a dog is horrible.
Man, don't talk about losing dogs. I remember when I was a kid, I was going around putting posters up all over fingers. My man let one of my dogs out when I was drawing fucking posters. Lucy, please come home. Going on the dog pounds and all. My man let the thing out when I was bleeding in school or something. She says,
my dog was robbed or like out the back garden or I mean, we left with my nanny. My nanny's to blame for it. But someone jumped over and took the dog. We
got a puppy there a few months ago in the gaff, me and the missus for the kids and all. Like, do you know what I mean? And my ma threw him over to
It's the best thing at the time, is
Yeah, at the time, no, waking him at 4 o'clock in the morning, man, crying like a baby,
put
literally
in the
like a
bed
baby. But the man let him out. Not my mum, Ma's neighbour let him out. And he went missing for about 2 weeks. He was over there, sent pictures, remember?
Yeah.
Sent pictures, posts and all going. Real, fine, real.
I think it was about 3 years ago. Yeah, we had this big Italian Mastiff dog. She was a fucking. This dog was one of my lifesavers. We got this dog when I was actually after being gone, getting off drugs and kind of coming back to myself. So I went up to Tipperary and bought this dog. This dog used to sit in my log cabin floor. As I was saying, I had a log cabin myself, and she used to sit on the floor. Anyone used to try to come out, she used to jump up, wouldn't let anyone in. She used to sit there and watch me doing everything. She was like a fucking, I can't even explain it. She knew when I was going to do wrong and all this dog. And she was a scary dog. Like, I'm not afraid of dogs, but this one dog, I had to get rid of her. I brought her up to Ashbourne and gave her to a fella up there who has a lot of land. And 2 days later, my man and dad was sitting in the sitting room at 3 in the morning, and the dog arrives back in the gap. He's after breaking out of a shed and coming all the way back to Fingers from Ashbourne. Yeah, coming up the motorway, cuts all over.
Mental,
yeah,
that's some distance.
I'm telling you, she had cuts and all over. Just climbing over horse
shadow box on the way back.
I was only in the kitchen earlier, and I did this shadow box with my balls.
It's like that, yo. That brother.
It just happens, it just comes out, doesn't it? I'd be in my sleep and I'd just wake up in the middle of the air.
I'd be jamming the missus and all walking around the gas.
Get on me a tick.
Little slip jab, there you go.
Have you got many other big lambs or anyone lined up?
We just bring people on weekly, and everyone with different stories.
That's the way to pick it off and get it out there, though, isn't it?
You don't have to be big, you don't have to be small.
100%. Do you know what? It's just good to have people talking. Yeah, 100%.
A bit of a laugh. Yeah,
and do you know what? I love chatting, but I love chatting more when I'm sober. And when I used to have a drink, I used to sit there chatting shit for hours. You know, but you know when I'm sober,
I mean, more when you're sober.
Yeah, 100%.
100%. That's the thing.
You know, people. What did they say? The drink, the talk, like they say that the drink talks the truth talk or something. I think that's. I don't think that. No,
I say some shit that people
say myself. I would probably people in the middle of the start.
Tyson fight again.
I watched the highlights of it.
Jesus,
I look at that fella like, he's fucking hard as nails. He's a tough cookie, you know. You cannot look at him as well. You see him here, I've seen him after he's doing his post conference. And he's just like talking like he's just a funny man. His English is just crap.
So, but how do you feel?
And he's just funny.
I feel.
He's good though. Yeah. To be honest, you can't knock the fella. He's down in there. He's had to do with Josh.
He's a small boy.
He's like Tony Bellew. He's had to do with Tyson Fury. You know what I mean? He cleaned through that cruiserweight division, and now he's fucking had to do the same with the heavyweights. Like you can't take that away from him. He shares the same birthday as Muhammad Ali. He's the same reach and all. I've seen that earlier on today.
Went to war for Ukraine.
He's a top man.
He looked fit though through the whole fight.
He's a scary bastard. I tell you that. You wouldn't stand in front of him anyways and talk shit to him. Yeah, and he's so humble as well. You know,
that's
that,
what
like, for
he seems very humble.
Very, very humble.
Now, don't get me wrong, Fury looked like he was on cruise control for a while as well. I think he took the piss a bit too much.
Yeah, you know, because as they say, like, the size doesn't matter. If the size did matter, the elephant would be king of the jungle, and that's the truth. Don't fear anyone, man, that's bigger than you, because the bigger you are, the harder they fall, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it.
That's what they say. Remember that when you're fighting Kevin?
More glorious.
The bigger you are, the harder they fall, you know.
More glorious to fall.
Is he much taller than you?
Yeah, he's taller than me. A lot taller than me, yeah. I have a picture on my phone. He's like about this height he is, but
like
you know, the solid
just got ass a scrap and that's
it.
Let's go.
It's the best way to be, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the only way to be.
You're rough and ready we are, you know what I mean?
That's
it. Don't have to ask us twice, I'm planning one of fingers.
Straight at it.
It's straight at it, make statements.
That's all it is, yeah, it's a fucking, you can't
But yeah, it's in there to have fun as well, that's the main thing, isn't it? It's all about
experience as well.
Yeah, experience
on that belt, innit, bro?
Or a corner.
Yeah, you know, it is good, because I hadn't had a lot of experience. I think I done a white collar when I was 16, and I done it with a lad who was only on Mount Joy, and to be honest, he was a big lad. You know, he actually had a good scrap, but to be honest, he got the win. Same way with Mikey, the unanimous decision. All the other fights went to a draw, and he got the win. That knocked my confidence big time. You know what I mean? And I was like, I don't want to get back in there for that to happen again. But after Mikey's fight, that didn't happen to me. I didn't take that as a loss. I went home, like, right, I stepped in there with Mikey. I'm at the winning, like I came. That was a win in my eyes, just fighting Mikey. You know what I mean? Yeah. I'm like, look what happened to after. Mikey's not fighting on it. I'm fighting on it again. I have a big fight, fella coming from America. I'm like, so what can happen next after that? You know what I mean? Like, it's just
everything happens.
Yeah, 100%.
That's why I look at things.
But it was great having you on
Thanks,
anyway,
lads.
Jordan.
Thanks,
Appreciate it.
pleasure.
Sound bro.
Dino,
Great story, appreciate it.
Thanks, lads.
I'll see you all next week. Over and out.
Like and subscribe.